Hey, it's Earth Week here with Sun Radio. I'm Kevin Connor, and my guest this time is John Howie from Chem Organic Pest and Lawn Services. How are you?
I'm good.
Just read it right off your shirt
Right
there.
there.
And big supporters of Sun Radio. You're part of ABC Home and Commercial Services.
Yeah, we're a part of the ABC umbrellas, like we like to call it.
Yeah,
So,
and huge supporters. The whole organization of Sun Radio, and we really appreciate that. But being Earth Week, you guys live this all year round,
all year.
trying to do the right thing environmentally for people's lawns. And it's amazing because a lot of people still don't.
Yeah, it's a growing industry. The niche is growing here in Austin. We started in the early 90s as the organic option for pest control
Mhm.
and lawn. The pest control portion is much larger than the lawn side of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And we've learned over the years that you don't need the synthetic products. You don't need to just lean on those products or chemicals. If you use an integrated approach where um, you're taking a deeper look at the actual situation and what is contributing factors to your pest activity, you can control a lot of that without products at all. Um, we still use some products and they're natural. They're derived from botanicals and essential oils, minerals, stuff like that.
So,
So
in other words, you don't have to poison the earth to get rid of the rodents.
yeah, I think you're catching it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
See, I went with ABC because we had some mice and good old fashioned mouse traps. You know,
little
the kind of boom like
Tom and
that.
Jerry. Yep.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So, like you said, you were kind of early adopters to a cleaner environmental way of doing business. But here in Central Texas, there's a lot of people that want that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, the need for pest control in Central Texas is huge. I mean, we all live it and we all know it. But people are starting to realize that yeah, there's a greener way to go about it, and we're experienced growth like crazy. The last 5 years have been really good to us. So
But not only growth for you, but growth as far as more houses, which means less woods, which means more activity
yeah,
because the animals don't have their own environment anymore, so they're basically looking for somewhere to exist, to
sure.
live.
Sure,
And
and it's not just the animals, but insects and everything as well.
yeah,
Rodents, as we call we have a division that specializes just in rodents. We're busy all the time with those guys, and then just the regular pest control as well. So there's definitely a need here.
what are the top three most annoying pests that you guys have to deal with?
Rats are a big one. It's kind of the dirty little secret nobody wants to talk about, but it is an issue in Austin and all the surrounding areas
Oh
now.
yeah.
10 years ago, when I first got with the company, we were pretty much centralized to Austin. But as we grew out of Austin as a community, you started seeing those rat populations increase. Georgetown and Round Rock and
Mm-hmm.
all the outer lying areas now.
Just like everybody else, they're
Yep.
moving to the suburbs.
Yep, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. They're following us. So, yeah.
And but you do the lawn service. That's very important to keep a healthy lawn that again is not uh, with poison runoff going into our water system. What's the difference with what you use versus some of the commercially available stuff that I can't believe they still sell at the big box retailers? They still have a whole row of poison,
Right.
and it's like, God,
It's pretty crazy considering that you could go to Home Depot and buy uh, very closely the same things that somebody with a certified applicator's license can get. Um, but yeah, our stuff is like I was saying, it's organic. It's made from essential oils and botanicals and stuff like that.
mm-hmm.
So the stuff that we use is going to break down in the environment with the environment and kind of break down more to a natural level as opposed to a synthetic that like, hey, yeah, could run off. And there's some very strict laws that deal with those products.
Mhm.
And for example, on the pest side, we use products that are called 25B, and they're named that from the EPA, and they have exemptions from labels because they're named least risk to the environment.
Okay.
So it's just a lower impact for us and our animals, our pets, everybody. So
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest difference. What we use, sure, we can't lean on these products and muscle these products down, and they're going to be effective without really much skill. We train our guys to use a little bit more skill, a little more thought process. Like I said, so that you don't have to use these products to control any pests.
Mhm.
So
So has the environmental movement, is it well ensconced in the staff of Chem Free and ABC?
yeah, I think
You
so.
live it as well as
Yeah,
practice it in the job?
yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of us are definitely more conscious than probably a lot of the other pest control companies out there. For me, as an example, I recently got solar for my house.
Really?
Yeah, so
How recently?
it was installed in early March.
Okay.
So
So you're
yeah.
just going to start to see
Yeah, it's
meter.
cool. I can open up the app and see exactly what I'm using, what I'm drawing from the grid, and what I'm putting back on the grid. So
Yeah.
it's really cool, actually.
I don't know if we've seen the bills from last year, because our new home was just getting set up, but we were out in Bee Cave a couple of years ago, and the electric bill would come in the negative in the
Oh, wow,
summertime,
that's
in the heat of
awesome.
the summer.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Summertime. So look forward to
I,
that.
I'm looking forward to it. So either way, the way my thought process was, it's a positive thing. It's going to help, even if it helps just a little bit. And maybe my bill is the exact same with the offset, but it's doing good. I'm helping the grid for one. We all had that problem in February, so
Oh, yeah.
it's just a positive thing, I think.
I think what kept this building on was the stored battery power
Yeah.
from the solar panels above, and the big Tesla battery. Um, like you said, you can get a lot of the same products that you use with ChemFree at the big box retailers, but there's also the poisons are available
Yeah.
there too. And there still may be people who go, well, my dad always used this.
Yeah.
And what is your general advice to people who are treating their own lawns themselves on, what they need to do
Well,
to know more?
the biggest, well, that's a great point, to know more. Yeah. So the biggest thing is, and the difference between a licensed applicator and Joe going to the big box store and buying his own products,
This looks good. There's
yeah.
a dead ant on the cover.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of them are going to work well, you know what I mean? But if you don't know how you're applying it, that's the biggest thing, because anybody can buy anything and throw it out. But if you don't know how you're applying it or how to properly apply it, you're probably not going to get the best results anyways. But the biggest thing is read the label. Nobody reads the label. And there's a lot of important information on there. I mean, it's going to tell you what the proper PPE is to use for it, because a lot of people are just grabbing it with their bare hands, and you have to know how to mix it. Although most of the stuff you're going to get at Home Depot is going to be pre-mixed. That's the biggest difference between what we have and what you can get at the store. But reading the label is probably the most important thing for anybody applying any sort of chemical or product, whether it be inside the house, out in the yard, or whatever. There's too much important information to not read it. So,
and if you're able to engage with the professionals, and you can teach people along the way too, right?
Yeah, and that's actually a big part of what we do is educating our customers. So we don't just go in and spray and have a nice day. We want to, as a pest technician, you want to know the biologies of the insects you're treating, because if you don't know that, then how do you really know how to treat them? So we educate the customers along the way. This is what, the little black bug that you found in the corner, this is what it is, and this is how it operates, and this is how we're going to treat it. So
very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, John Howie's with ChemFree, organic pest and lawn services. They support a lot of things on Sun Radio, especially our off the grid programming on Saturday and Sunday morning. I personally want to thank you for that.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
And the whole ABC family of services. We appreciate their support too. And hey, have a good Earth Week.
Well, thanks. You too, man. I appreciate it.
Earth Week every week with these guys.
Earth year.
Earth Year. Yeah.